Now, in this particular question, we are going to find out the molecular mass of the following compounds. The first one is relatively easy. We are going to start with something called as sodium chloride. Now, as far as sodium chloride is considered, we know that the molecular mass of any substance is what? It is the sum total of the individual atomic masses of all the atoms which are present in a molecule of that particular substance. We already know the chemical formula for sodium chloride. It is going to be NaCl. Now, understand. For the molecular mass of NaCl, what should I do? I should be taking the atomic mass of sodium and multiply it by 1 because we have a single atom of sodium. Then I should take the atomic mass of chlorine and I should multiply that by 1 itself because we have a single atom of chlorine also. Let's put this information together. The atomic mass of sodium is 23 multiplied by 1. The atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5 multiplied by 1. Question. What is 23 multiplied by 1? 23. What is 35.5 multiplied by 1? 35.5. So 23 plus 35.5, what is going to be my answer? Perfect. My mass is going to be 58.5. So here it says, and I quote, the molecular mass of sodium chloride is going to be 58.5. That's my perfect answer. Let me box it up. In a similar manner, let's move on to the next question where we have calcium hydroxide given by the formula CaOH the whole twice. Now before I start with this, think about this carefully. We have calcium outside the bracket, we have a single atom of calcium. But we have oxygen and hydrogen within the bracket. So I will take the mass of oxygen, add it to the mass of hydrogen, and that is the mass of the atoms present within the bracket. But just outside the bracket I have 2. So whatever mass I am going to get from within the bracket, I am going to multiply it by 2 so that I get my answer correctly. Let's begin. The molecular mass of calcium hydroxide can be calculated as follows. Take the atomic mass of calcium multiplied by 1. Add up the atomic masses of oxygen and hydrogen, put them together and multiply the gross figure by 2. When you do that, we know for calcium it's 40 multiplied by 1. Oxygen is 16, hydrogen is 1, so 16 plus 1, that is within the bracket, and we multiplied by 2, which is present outside the bracket. To continue, I can say 40 into 1 is obviously 40, 16 plus 1 is obviously 17, and I need to multiply it by 2. The value of 40 is going to remain exactly the same, 17 into 2 is going to become 34, and the gross value that I get is 74. That is the molecular mass of calcium hydroxide. Let me put this down for you. Let's have a look. The molecular mass of calcium hydroxide is 74. That's the answer I'm waiting for. Let me box it up for you all. And that, my dear child, is how you calculate the molecular mass of sodium chloride and calcium hydroxide.